What a great night's rest. Okay, now to see that museum. Yep, as a noble in solitude, one of the perks of being noble is having some leisure time to go, travel more and kind of see things like the museum that's opening.
And hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun
quaint.
from old Warwickstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
And she's playing without the guitar.
"Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Yeah, it's nice seeing some of the local music, and I've been to Whiterun. Yeah, my family's originally from Cyrodiil. I became a noble to help oversee the Empire's acquisition of Skyrim. So far things have gone really well, but I haven't done a lot of traveling due to the Civil War. But I had to for this museum; it just was too much to resist. It's right here on the coast. Dawnstar being traditionally a mining town, so it's good to see that they're getting some culture, so I like it. Gem of Skyrim, right on the coast. There's our man. I think he's the museum proprietor.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend.
Thank you, kind sir. Mythic Dawn. Oh, I just heard there was a museum. I know a little bit about the Mythic Dawn from the Annuals of History. That was a cult against the Empire. If I knew that, maybe I would have brought guards. I thought that, the guards that represent Empire here were enough. I would have brought some personal bodyguards. Mythic Dawn was a cult raised by Mankar Cameron, the crazy advisor and wizard to the Emperor. Who was it? I should have paid attention in history class more. Was it Tiber Septim? I think it's Tiber Septim. And he basically betrayed him, locked him in oblivion, and pretended to be him for a few years. And then when he released him, he was driven out, and he formed a cult that eventually assassinated him. Crazy. Yeah, they're in league with the Daedric Prince Maroon Stagon. This terrible monster of huge proportions that just ravaged our city. We're still cleaning up to it till today. Yeah, this is... I don't know, I might have to... I'll be polite, but I might end up shutting this thing down.
Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk.
What is going on here? Mythic Dawn here? Crazy. Well, I think I might end up shutting this thing down. I'm going to talk to him anyway.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside.
Need to. any money. I have a job already. It was just governing the helping to govern Skyrim. It's hard enough in the Civil War.
When you're ready to discuss that job. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xerxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever.
Insane. Yeah, I heard of that book. It's just incoherent, insane ramblings.
The commentaries on the Mysterium Xerxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side.
Ain't that the way with cults?
Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with Daedric princes. That's just insane. Does he live in his own museum? Well, I guess he's hard up. I'd hate to shut down commerce, but I don't want anything that's anti-Empire.
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill.
I don't know about this guy. I think he gives me the heebie-jeebies. I think the Empire might be better off without him having this museum. It seems like he knows the Mythic Dawn pretty intimately, having his family participating in the assassination itself. You know, I'll be discreet, but I'll probably return with a contingent of soldiers and throw them in. Well, it was his ancestors, it wasn't him. Maybe we should send the spy to work in Dawnstar and keep an eye on the museum. I don't know, what a pickle.
They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim.
Crazy. Well, it'd be a powerful weapon that maybe the Empire could use. But it's also a Daedric weapon. We know from experience that the Daedric cannot be trusted.
At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. Good luck finding the fragments.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna help him out, but I think what I'm gonna do... This guy's even wearing a dagger. You know, good thing I didn't tell him I was a noble for the Empire. I'd have stabbed me right here and then.
We're here to teach you a lesson.
What's this? Yeah, it's... Must have caught wind that I was looking for the dagger items. Hopefully they weren't hired thugs by the guy inside. Well, I took care of that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be very careful from here on out. Yeah, I think I'll find the items. I won't, but I probably won't give them to him. It'd be too dangerous. I'll commandeer them for the Empire. Huh. It's kind of random. It has nothing to do with my quest. Alright, so we're gonna take a look. See if we can find... Retrieve the remnants of the dagger. Strewn across Skyrim. There's one in Dead Crone Rock. Getting Forsworn. He hit. Oh, here. Yep, I was right. Crazy. Yeah, the Forsworn are a problem I've heard about. I figured they'd be Forsworn since we're near Markarth. The Empire, that's another problem the Empire has to worry about, is that even among the Nords, there's a uprising of this Forsworn group that seem to have violent intentions. Here we go. Said that they're in league with witches, practicing evil magic, and that be banned at the College of Winterhold, such as necromancy, creating zombies. Close-quarter fighting. Maybe even cannibalism. Who knows? Or what they would want for the... If they even know what they have. If they know they have the remnants of Mehrunes Dagon, Kingbat Stagger, Mehrunes Razor. Expect danger around every corner. Where this leads. Crazy. Well, the Empire will be glad that I got rid of a leader of the Forsworn here. At least one of the major figures, not their leader, but a powerful Forsworn witch. Destroyed her coven. Alright. It's crazy. Hopefully the rest of the remnants aren't. I have a bad feeling they're all in kind of similar positions. Reckless creep. Could be anything. Could be a coven of witches, could be bandits, could be orcs.
I'm warning you. Back off.
I don't think I'm ready to fight orcs. You can fight witches, but orcs
Now,
are
ain't this a surprise?
crazy. I don't stop till they're dead. Expert warriors throughout Tamriel. Let's switch up my tactics, try something. There are multiple of them, maybe some chain lightning.
I cannot.
They're a lot more honorable than the witches, but they do,
Enough of this.
want to be bloodthirsty when in battle.
Looking for the place. You want it, sir?
Crazy, one more hit, I would have been a goner. Where it would be. They must have known its power. Protected pretty heavily. So they can disarm these traps. crazy. Can't even imagine where the next location might be. I can't think of anything tougher than orcs. Fall.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
Better not let them know I went
No
to.
use.
I have a degree in magic.
Get back to it then.
Oh, yeah, I gotta talk to you. I better not let on that I know magic.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't have time to talk. Don't know what you're talking about, stranger. I've heard of him. My father had suspicions about his connection to the Mythic Dawn.
Concerns me as well.
I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house. The Vines know the mill could use some new blades. All right. It's yours. Here's the keys. It's locked in the chest inside my house.
Noble's advice. Everyone has a price.
Until next time.
Okay. We get all the... Might have gotten all the parts of the razor, I have a feeling. He only said there were 3 fragments. Well, I'm gonna have to talk to him again to have him put the razor together. If he's from the Mythic Dawn, he would actually know how. So I'd be tempted to take it back to the Solitude to have our court magicians look at it.
What is it? Do you have one of the razor fragments? Our master craftsmen are nothing compared to the perfection of the Daedra. Look how it shines. Here's your gold, as promised. We just need the shards of the blade and the hilt now. Look at them. The legendary sharpness of a Daedric weapon.
Thought I could help.
Marvelous. And here's your payment for the shards. There's only the hilt left to collect. Exciting, isn't it?
Huh.
I'll just be tending the museum if you need.
But I went to 3 locations. Oh, maybe I still have to. I thought I paid him, but maybe he didn't give me the help.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sick.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort.
I'm pretty sure I paid him, so it'll be fine. That was quite a trip for not a lot of it's quite a long way to travel for something I can take care of easily. Okay. know. Suddenly I feel kind of nervous. I don't know if this is the right idea to give him the complete power of a Daedric weapon.
I keep gazing into the... Did you try the grip? Isn't it eerie how it seems to mold itself into your hand? Here's your gold. Finally, all the pieces of Mehrunes' razor are in my hands. It's time I let you in on something. There's a fourth piece, that scabbard in the display case, built to house the razor. And there's more. I know how to put all the pieces together. We just need to take them to Dagon's shrine and contact the Lord of Change directly.
Are you crazy, man? Contact a Daedric prince?
Ever since I was a boy, I felt this strange sense of destiny surrounding the Mythic Dawn cult. And now I know what it is. Don't you see? Fate has led you to me and to the pieces. Dagon has to answer our call. We're so close. I'll meet you at the shrine.
I'm not excited about this. Well, once he creates the weapon, I can commandeer it quickly through whatever means, then give it back, give it to the Empire where it belongs, and not at the hands of any possible resurgence of the mythic cult.
Good. You're here. I'll place the pieces on the altar. And
Runes
Dagon will speak
Dagon.
to us. Mehrunes Dagon, the Lord of Change. We have brought your razor to you. Thank you. Please, bring the blade's full glory to Tamriel again. It's not working. Why don't you give it a try? Just put your hands on the altar.
Don't know if I want to be involved in this.
You, mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness. But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silas. He and his family have served their purpose.
It would kill two birds with one stone if I got rid of a member or possible resurgence of the mythic cult and gain the power of Mehrunes Dagon. I mean, I am a great noble of Cyrodiil, and I cannot become corrupted by the Razor's power.
Kill him. Take your rightful place as my champion, or I will crush you.
Wait, don't kill me. There's another way. I can take the pieces back to my museum, seal them in a display case. You get a generous amount of gold, I get to complete my collection, and nobody has to die. Fine. I'm not dying without a fight.
Who can play at that game? It's what the Empire would have wanted. I can claim the dagger's power just for the Empire, for the sake of the Empire, not for Mehrunes Dagon. I don't serve any Daedric prince.
I am pleased, mortal. I will give you my razor. Use it to wreak havoc on Tamriel.
I'm not subjugated by you.
Spare me your pitiful pride. You are but a tool of my ambitions, mortal. Never forget that. Place your hands on my altar one last time, and you will witness the power of Mehrunes Dagon for yourself.
I shouldn't do this. But it's not because I want the power of Mehrunes Dagon's razor for myself. It's for the Empire. Who am I kidding? I want the power. It's mine.
Before you go, mortal, one final challenge.
The Gamora, servants of Dagon. Now I have possess the power of Mehrunes razor. I will be powerful beyond imagination.